You know, it's on these sort of maps that I'm always astounded when you find city-states that I'm not the suzerain of. It's like, how did that happen? What? How do you exist? Why does this city have 74 production? I mean, that's nuts. I mean, admittedly, what's happening is that the religion spreading through my empire mean that I've got a bunch of extra immunities around. That's helping a lot. But saying that, we do have access now to Eastern Orthodoxy, and that is a religious... Is that a holy site? It is a holy site there. So I need to actually think about getting that religion into my empire as well. Is it Eastern Orthodoxy, sorry? Yeah, it is. What did that do? Remind myself, warrior monks. Totally pointless, but it is worth an immunity for every city that follows it. So, you know, worth it. Oh, I didn't put any votes in and I managed to get myself an extra tradery and also production on units to be halved. Plus steam power now kicks in, which means all of my embarked units that are trying to sail towards the new world are all going super quick now as well, which is brilliant. Drinking alone by moonlight? That doesn't sound like a very healthy thing to be doing with your body. Ugh. Maybe you should hold back on that alcohol. Oh yes, gilded vaults, that's right, 17 gold. Okay, that's quite a lot. I think I'm getting, yeah, plus 4 gold for each one of these mercantile city-states. Oh, oh, yes. Just yes. Alright, that's a wonderful, wonderful building for me. I actually have a hilariously small amount of niter in my empire. Very small, considering I'm looking to get muskets at the moment. I mean, I'm going to have to work that random tile, which is conveniently 4 tiles away from every single one of my cities there, so that's really annoying. But never mind. Ugh, what a pain. What a pain. Actually, maybe I could just purchase niter from people. Oh, spices. Lovely. What do people want to sell niter for? No one's selling it. Yay. Treg buckets into Stockholm now. Good. There is a single Viking longship, which is giving me tons of problems here, but I'm kind of just ignoring it, really, where I can. Working quite well so far. Georgia, no, we're allies. We're allies. I mean, admittedly, we don't have to be allies. I could declare war on you, which would be amazingly funny. I mean, what sort of trade deals have we got going at the moment? Really not much. And you've got a lot of cities just on my border, Georgia. You know what? Your insecurities here may be the undoing of you. Denounce! Gunpowder and nationalism boosted in the same turn. That's the sort of turn we're talking about. That's awesome. Right, Merchant Confederation's doing me pretty decent, but I'm just wondering if there's something better that I could be popping on. I mean, conscription's really good. Craftsman giving me a huge bonus. This is Republican legacy. Professional army helping me to upgrade all my units, although really, I think resources are going to be needed at the moment, so we're just going to flick that one in. Campus adjacency is great, don't get me wrong, but I'm going to get commercial hub adjacency at the moment as a priority. The reason for that is quite simple. I'm building a lot of commercial hubs, and in those commercial hubs I've got gilded vaults, which are producing 17 gold, and it generates culture equal to its adjacency bonus. So if I've got lots of adjacency bonuses on my commercial hubs, I'll generate a lot more culture. It works really well. I like that combo. World's first core. It is a core of men-at-arms. Actually a very nice unit, that one. The problem is, don't forget, I can't core city-state units. Those things are impossible to core. So I'm just sort of having to work it on all of my units, but I think it's working so far. Oh, core of Varus. Oh yeah, that's cool. The Galapagos Islands. I honestly was convinced that the game had removed South America. Wow, that was a long way away. We went the long way round here. Grants a new governor. Oh, that's quite a good merchant. Very nice. Okay. And then this one grants 3 envoys of the city-state. He's an amazing merchant as well. I've got Theodore, the Wonder Constructor, coming along nicely as well. That's all fantastic. Right, so the war with Norway is going poorly, because at the moment Norway are just able to, use their berserkers to attack my units very hard indeed. And I just can't quite get a foothold on Stockholm. So I'm going to have to rethink about this one, I think. I might have to hold back and just see what I can do. Hang on, I'll get a builder in this city quickly. If I do that, I can get some niter in. That'll help. But yeah, not working well, this war. I've got to rethink this one. I might have to beeline towards line inventory and go that way. The Aztecs, who have 210 science per turn. Oh my god, it's a reverse colonialization issue. These guys are flipping tough. 533 military strength as well. I don't think these are going to be the easiest guys to just rock up and invade with units. The Eagle Warrior is kind of ready for me there. Okay, right, we've got to be a little bit careful. I mean, Nazca was a fantastically cool choice. I've got 5 envoys with them. Yeah, I'm not going to rock through these guys very easily at all. Let's get trading with the Aztecs to start with. Let's just see if I can get some stuff going. Yeah. The Cree. Okay, now these guys are my ticket in. I was kind of hoping we'd find these guys eventually. If I can sweet talk the Cree... Oh my goodness, barbs everywhere. If I can sweet talk the Cree into joining me on an alliance... And fingers crossed, I can get all of the vision that they would normally be giving to everybody else. Hang on, if I give you like 10 horses, how does that feel to you? Favorable trade deals, not quite enough just yet. Okay, 10 iron and I'm almost there. Have a bit of coal. Why not? Okay, that's not going to make a difference. Fine, that's good. Philip has captured Kamasi. Oh, I'd love that. Yes, I would love that. I finally gave up and bought an ironclad. Haha! Right, that should... This will help. This will massively help. Torre del Piano. There's the 8-hand mirror. Good. Good. All the relics. Tasty, tasty relics. Oh, the Aztecs finally have some gold. Yes, I'll trade with you. Oh, military emergency. I'm actually going to say no to that, only because I want to declare a territorial war on her rather than a military war. Because if I do that, then I get the movement. How many turns? 1 turn. Okay, cool. Yeah, and normally I'd jump in on that. That was probably a good idea, but I think for now, I quite like my strategy. Stockholm, though, is now thoroughly surrounded. The trebuchets are finally working as they're intended. 1 attack, 2 attacks, 3 attacks, 4 attacks, like so. And Stockholm is mine. Liberate to Sweden. Now, that would be an interesting one, but nah, I'd rather keep it. Rebellion in 8 turns, good. Oslo's still weak. Tromso's still weak. Oh my goodness, I've got so little loyalty in these cities. This is going to be an absolute car crash, but it's fine. I'm going to put 1 envoy in Bandar Brunei, and then I'm going to put 1 envoy in the newly found Yerevan. Gives me a bit more faith, but then also I've got this missionary that's just going to pop along and start spreading itself, which will give me the 3rd and final envoy. Believe Hattusa should now convert. There we go. Yep, that's mine as well. It has no military. That's an intriguing prospect. I was kind of hoping this would have a bunch of military and I could run over and take Persia's old capital, but never mind. As expected, wonder construction. Hooray! I've actually got to have a quick peek and see if there's any wonders here that we would quite like. Look at it, a 10 gold lighthouse. Oh, beautiful stuff. Okay, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? Taj Mahal would be appropriate, but also quite useful. It would basically guarantee me wonders. Or golden ages, I should say. The Colosseum near my capital would be pretty decent as well, actually. Thinking about it. Should I put the Colosseum down? Yeah, you know what? I could be worth actually saying that I'd have to put it in a strange old city, but... requires population of 16 or greater, so next turn I should be able to do that, actually. Okay, you know what? The Colosseum sounds like a great move. Still Jesuit educationing in universities, which is lovely. That's 292 science now, and yes, a gilded vault. These things are brilliant. Gonna switch to Merchant Republic soon in a second. Actually, no, is that even the best thing? No, probably isn't. Probably isn't, but I'm going to unlock the policy cards. Golden Age, what are we going to do? Reform the coinage gives me tons and tons of gold. Hixong Draconas is nice. I think Reform the coinage is going to be worth it. We'll let that one just sort of switch through for a second. Where is my line inventory? It's here. It's not far off now. Siege tactic own 2 bombards. I'd love to. If I have the niter, I would do it in a heartbeat. This city I really need for the niter. That's pretty much the only reason I'm here. Especially rebellion in 2 turns. We've got 2 turns in which to launch a successful attack on this city. It's probably not going to be enough. Raj. Oh, it's 30 gold, 30 science, 30 culture, 30 faith. That's an amazing card for me these days. Triangular trade. Should we do that one just to get my trade routes up a little bit more instead of public works? I think I probably should. And then let's go forced modernization. Perfect. Oh, those are the sort of deals I want. Coffee, jade, marble, tobacco, all for 108 gold. Nice. Oh yes, the amenities, well needed. War of territorial expansion. Okay, it's an option. I'm just going to see if the Aussies will do it with me, because these guys have already given me one fantastic deal. Oh yeah, the Aussies are really up for it this game. They want all war they can get their hands on. Perfect, accept the deal. War of territorial expansion. That means I get the movement, I get the +5 combat strength. Oh, and it's worldwide. It doesn't even matter if I am actually fighting Tamir or not, although actually saying that, I probably will be over here. Oh, we've met Geneva as well. Oh, just as I've gone to war with somebody. That's always the way, isn't it? Look at all these things that people want me to build. It's always worth keeping an eye out for these sort of things. I've got trade route options. We've got a field cannon. Field cannon we could easily do. Actually, that one's good. I don't think I'll get the benefit, will I? But, I mean, yeah, field cannon helps a little bit. And I might as well just get this guy done as well. Lovely. But that's that boosted, and I've got Nazca, one more thing as well. Harbour, Theatre Square, Entertainment Complex. Actually, Candy's going to get that by itself. Inspiration for Natural History. What on earth? What's that? Archaeological Museum. I can probably buy one into Izek, actually. Eureka for Sanitation, Eureka for Siege Tactics, own 2 bombards. That's very unlikely I'm going to have enough niter to do that. Yeah, these field cannons are having a much more luck against Bergen's walls now. Bam. Okay, good. This city's finally starting to fall. It's taken a while, but we're getting there. So the arena's sorted, the Colosseum goes down, and I go kaplonk. 2 turns. 2 turns and that'll be finished. Finished a canal in my capital, which is just a wonderful thing, but I'll go 1 attack, 2 attacks, followed by the man-at-arms, and Bergen's taken. Oh my goodness, that was an absolute trial. Full loyalty. That city's loyal now. Stockholm is not loyal, but Nidaros is going to be the thing that changes that. I've got a beautiful Curacao. I have a trebuchet that's getting rid of those walls pretty quick as well. In fact, actually, this Curacao can land and then come into the, that side. Okay, I think we're just a turn or 2 away now from being able to push this one through. And I can finally build missionaries for Eastern Orthodoxy. Thank goodness. Okay, right, we'll start getting some more amenities into my empire now. I realised that Australia has Judaism, so I just need 1 Judaism city and I can spread their religion around as well, and that'll be 4 amenities per city. It's brilliant. Hang on, Archaeological Museum. That gives me 2 envoys. That was the boost I was looking for on something. I don't remember which 2 it was, but it was 2. Colosseum. We get amenities in my capital, as well as a token bit of culture. We like token culture. Token culture is the best. It's just like, yes, 2 per city. Lovely. That'll really, really help my empire. My glorious empire. I'm on 251. It'll make no difference. That's the sort of thought process there. Town charters, again, I like this card as long as I've got Gilded Bolts, because it gives me quite a bit of a bonus. Otherwise, Raj, you've got Forced Modernization, Craftsman, these are all good policies, but I mean, there are just huge amounts of awesome policies I could be getting right now. I just need more cards. I need a lot more cards. That was line inventory, wasn't it? Yes, it was. Oh, wonderful. Right, I've just been marching these guys up to the side of Georgia quickly, but they're ready to go now. This city was Persia's old capital, and with a little bit of a kaplunk, I'm going to steal it, take that niter. Looks like South America is pretty uninhabited, which is a little bit of a shame. I was kind of looking for something a little bit more exciting. Ooh, flight? I would love to fly. Oh, thank you so much. I believe this should be breakthrough on this city with these attacks, and bang. Okay, first Georgian city falls. Rebellion in 5 turns. Are you sure about that? Are you absolutely sure? I don't know if I believe this one. We'll put this into there. Yeah, actually that was a good switch. Wonderful. Right. I think the gathered line inventory that I had here, I'm just going to swarm them now on Georgia, and we'll see if we can get some good attacks in as well. Now, do I liberate Persia's capital to Persia? I quite like that. Yeah, diplomatic favour would be pretty cool, but equally, you know what? Actually, I am going to do that. I'm going to liberate it to Persia because I'm unlikely to keep it. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to immediately denounce Persia. Hang on, right, let's just quickly get all the deals I need to first. Okay, first I'll take all their gold, and then I'm going to denounce them. And that means that there's now a Persian city in the middle, that I can declare a territorial war on, just in case my movement bonus runs out of steam, which it might well do. Hagia Sophia! I built this because the missionaries getting one more spread is really useful actually. Means I can sort of move my religions around and give myself, I think I'm up to 3 amenities in every city right now because I've got 3 religions in my empire, which is a huge stack of amenities, but now I should be able to do that. Okay, right, Crete, I am going to war with you, but not right now, so just hold your horses. Oh, Imhotep. Imhotep is fantastic, and 3 envoys at the city-state. Now that is a good merchant as well. Mahabodhi Temple will be the first one that I boost with Imhotep. Anything classical or before is fair game. And finally, a very special shout out goes to Scott Stratton, Major King Kong, Matthew Wilkinson, Salty Tech, The Broccoli, Midnight Oil and Trufford Askby for all of your support on Patreon. Thank you everybody for all of your support generally, it is brilliant. See you in my next video.